Hello and welcome to my post-commentary video series. I am Orange Afro Man. If you're a returning viewer, thank you very much for coming back. Hopefully I took enough of your advice into account and this video turns out a little bit better than the last one. I think I was a little bit too off the cuff in the last video and ended up rambling a bit too much. So this one should be a little bit more structured and hopefully a little bit more informative as I had intended. If this is your first time watching one of my videos, this is meant to be a somewhat informative series, entertaining as well. Just trying to spread around some PvP action. So in this first fight, I jumped through a Stargate with an Incursus and I believe a Harpy. Right now I'm just kind of trolling back to the gate. It looks like this guy wants to fight, so I want to see how he's fit, get as much info about him as I can. Faction Warfare, you see a lot of afterburner only fits, which would definitely mess me up since I have a micro warp drive, web, and scram. In this case, I noticed when I was looking at him that he has blasters, and oh, there he goes. He turned on his micro warp drive. I see he's got me scrammed. He has an MWD. If you look in the top right, his velocity is well above 1,000 meters per second, so definitely micro warp drive fit. I decided to jump through, get a better start on this guy. I'm gonna reapproach as quickly as I can and see if he's still around, what he wants to do. He will be aggressed, that is have aggression on the Stargate for 60 seconds, so I do have an opportunity here to fight him. In this case, he is warping off as I land. I kind of see where he's going, looks like a safe spot. Now since he was moving through here, I'm going to go ahead and guess that he's continuing down the pipe. So my plan is to go to the outgate and wait for him. Now as we warp across and wait for the dude to show up, I just want to go over this fit a little bit. It has neutron blasters with the Atron's fall-off bonus. It has really good range, makes up for a couple of downsides of the old Tyrannus back when people flew it with a single prop mod. It has a 200mm plate. Hurts the agility and the speed a little bit, but it still ends up being, I think, faster than a standard Tyrannus, while having about 3,800 EHP if I remember correctly. So more or less this ship ends up being the old Tyrannus with a little bit bonus range, a little bit less DPS, but a hell of a lot cheaper. Here's the Incursus. I'm gonna hope to catch him on the other side here. Now, I'm still assuming he wants to fight me because most people think the Atron's kind of tackle kind of a crappy ship. I made a newer character as well. I'm going to switch to Null because I know I have a range advantage. There he is. I'm going to throw on an orbit there. I'm going to end up redoing that command. I always put in commands multiple times. Now I switched to Null because I can outrange him. Even if he's using Null, I'm going to be doing more damage to him than he is to me. Note here, I lose my scram. Always keep your stuff overheated and keep it heated until you get set into a good orbit, at which point you can turn off the overheating. Normally in frigate fights as well, I overheat my guns from the word go. In this fight, I know I'm going to have to wear him down a little bit because he's very likely dual rep fit, and as you can see, he's tanking me pretty well. So I'm just kind of playing it safe, kind of holding on to him, watching scans. I overheated my micro warp drive just to have it ready in case something does go south. I can slow boat out of his range and hit that MWD, maybe pull off an incoming tackler or something like that. I'm not just going to try and immediately run away from a situation, but I am going to be ready to gain some distance and keep myself clear and adapt to the situation as it presents itself. So at this point, I'm watching my scanner. Worth noting, you want to hit scan constantly. You can spam click that thing and it will update. It will update only every second and a half, but it will keep updating. I think here I'm going to tighten up. Yeah, I tightened up my orbit a little bit to put some more damage on. Going to be heating my weapons. He's running out of ASB charges, or not, ancillary armor upper charges. so I know I can press the advantage, burn a little bit of my buffer if I have to, and finish him off before his buddies arrive. So there we are. Turns out the guy didn't even have null in his cargo, so he had no chance. Now in this fight, we've got the Atron again. Normally I roll with Federation Navy or Caldari Navy antimatter. Good range, good damage, good tracking. I noticed a crow in this Plex. Assuming he's a kiter, pretty typical. You want to heat your MWD, heat your tackle, get on as quickly as you can. Keep it range gives you a little bit better damage application because you're not going to be right up on them when you approach them. And bumping off of them, and zero muse from them, nothing tracks well. Here I get a little bit impatient, hit approach again, turned off my MWD, get a little bit better control. Now here he's got friends coming in, and this is why I stay zoomed in. I will zoom out occasionally, but I'm zoomed in now because I can watch where I'm pointed, and because I notice I'm pointed towards the sun as it stands, I can align and still keep in line, keep damage on, and warp immediately. As soon as that dude's dead, I'm not going to get caught by his buddies. I was watching my outpoint and was able to take advantage of the situation and escape. In this fight, I wanted to show a little bit of the first rule of solo PvP, and that is never linger. I had messed around with the saber a little bit here and came back to the gate, and here, oh hey, Mr. Sigil. Easy kill, I'm going to jump on that. Always an aggressive PvPer. Leave my MWD on. You should have it off at this point if you're watching or in this situation. Turn off your damn MWD. You're going to burn out like I'm doing now. Bounce around, get out of your range, outrun your tracking. Just bad news. Anyway, super aggressive on the Sigil. At this point I'm thinking, nice. Stupid Null Bear roaming around trying to haul some stuff. Easy kill for me. And this is kind of what I was trolling for in this area. Anyway, there we go. Finally turning off my MWD. Now I'm thinking, okay, not a big deal. He's got a web. Try and hit my MWD. Yep, scram. Not too big of a deal. If that's all he's got, I'm gonna wear him down. Not so bad. Hit my scanner. Still not a terrible situation. Now at this point, I'm kind of noticing he's got a lot of tank. And I should probably think about escaping, because here comes some ships. Gonna try and line out, warp off. I'm switching between align and warp. That way your ship doesn't stop. If you do slip the point and they repoint you, and the only command you've given is to warp, you will stop, and you need to keep moving away. So switching back and forth. Basically, I'm totally screwed here, and I'm hoping to save my pod. Just spamming, and surprisingly, these guys were really good, especially the saber, and wha-bam! Bubbled me right in freaking time. So, pod dead, never linger. Let that be a lesson to everyone. Thank you for watching.